baseball, 6 months each season. But enough talk, we are going into Beek against Sabaca.
Now Beek playing Ken, well, playing both Shoto characters actually, Ken and Ryu, always going for the one he's more comfortable with, which is normally Ken. And Sabaca rocking the Lucina.
I spoke to Sabaca about this match earlier, whether he was confident or not, especially since Beek has gotten so many cool results lately. And he told me that, well, he can't really say, but he played against Reaper's Ken, and he said he destroyed him. Well, no, that's not the way he put it, because you know how he speaks. He's always very respectful. But basically he said he got a lot of 2 stocks, a lot of 3 stocks. He understands the matchup, how to edge guard. And I think this is one of the most important parts that's been missing. However, Beek getting a very nice confirm there already.
And that's just what Beek does. He's so good at finding those combo starters. And, you know, he gets a lot of percent out of it if you're low percent, and if you're at high percent, he's just gonna take your stock very easily. So Beek securing him a very great lead in this game 1 against Sabaca already.
Yeah, that's incredible, honestly. That's not something I expected to happen so fast. But okay, there's a little bit of adaptation, and that's going to be an interesting part of the meta game. Beek hit a weak down tilt, and the conversion to the second down tilt is not quite true, but since you're forced to land between these down tilts, Ken usually gets that. However, Sabaca pressed up B, and that was his way to get out of there. And I think that's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is a rock paper scissors meta game, whether Sabaca's gonna up B like this or not. And that's
and he held out of it, and I think I just saw him.
There was a tweet, I think.
Yes, there was a tweet just about how you shoot the eye, the Shoryuken from Ken.
Yeah, if you're over 80%, you shoot the eye in because you're dead anyway with proper DI, but you might fall out, and that's exactly what happened just now.
That's also the kind of player Sabaca is, you know, absorbing all kind of information about the game and implementing it so soon is truly incredible. So
okay, and there's an edge guard.
And yes, that's definitely one of Sabaca's strengths as well. He's very good at edge guarding, and that's what he needs to do versus Ken and Ryu as well.
He is so confident in pressing these up Bs. Ooh, nice tech. But Beek on the chase, trying to get the kill, pressuring on the platform. Sabaca manages to land, but Beek is so close. Oh, this
is always scary when the Shotos are up in your face. Up again.
And that is not the way they were intended to be in Street Fighter, but that's a very cool concept here. Every time they stand next to each other, Sabaca's in great danger. He wants to keep him at the sword's length. He wants to space him away. One adaptation you're seeing here from Sabaca is when he runs away from Beek, sometimes he'll start B-reversing Shield Breaker. Ooh, yeah. He starts B-reversing a Shield Breaker towards Beek to keep Beek from dash shielding right behind him. And I think Beek already noticed because he already adapted and stopped doing it as much as earlier.
Yes. I think the pace of the game slowed down quite a bit throughout the last minute. While it was very explosive at the beginning. And Beek being off stage, let's see. And yes, Sabaca takes the edge guard, takes the second stock off of Beek. Beek having a 22% lead, not that much. Now let's see what's gonna happen. Ooh, big combos coming out. I'm missing the punish. So now Sabaca's off stage. Beek going pretty bold.
That should be it. That should be it. That should be it. Yeah.
Definitely. So game 1 goes to Beek's Ken.
Yep. That's every time you think, okay, Beek, you've done it. You've upset somebody. Great job. But this is the end of your bracket. He's just like, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yes.
Like at Mayhem was like, okay, you beat Tom and Nemo in winners. In game 5, we understand. Now in losers, rematch him. It's gonna be over. No, he's just not. He has so much in his bag of tricks, and
yes, definitely. He's quite a lab-heavy player. He always tells the Franconian WhatsApp group about how he's labbing out some new stuff again. And you really see that paying off, as I mentioned before. When he gets one of those hits in, most likely he's either going to kill you, or you're gonna eat a lot of percent. Right now it's the lead for Sabaca.
Yeah, it's starting out pretty well, but you have to remember, in this matchup, okay, that's a lead, that's like 4 neutral wins for Sabaca. On the other hand, Beek, he just needs 1 clean combo starter, and then he's not just even, he might already be in the lead, or Sabaca might be dead. But there's the edge guards that you mentioned, giving Sabaca the first stock in this game.
Yes, definitely. That was just what Sabaca excels at, those edge guards. And that's what he's gonna need up against Beek, because a player that dangerous who, you know, you're in his face and he's just gonna punch you for it, you need to take his stock early, or if you're not taking it early, you need to kill him off stage as soon as possible.
I was going to say that this might be a troublesome set for Beek, since Sabaca is a very seasoned player, but then I remembered he already beat Longo, so that's not an argument at all.
Oh, going in, and that's just what I meant. He knows what moves he needs to hit to confirm into that Shoryuken.
And that was such a rough, fast confirm. That up air into upbeat, into Shoryuken, that was never something that he reacted to. He was just very sure, I think he was just very sure that that up air was going to hit, and then just press Shoryuken into it. Because if that's reaction, then Beek is inhuman. But Sabaca showing him that this matchup is off stage, not to be taken lightly at all.
Yes, definitely. And that's, you know, I talked a kind of bit with Beek before the set, and he already said, you know, he's scared of Sabaca because he knows that he's very well at edge guarding, and that's Ken's biggest weakness.
Yeah, you can definitely see it from the set. I mean, on the stage this looks like an incredibly close match with many interactions. But once Beek is off stage without his jump, it's just let's grab back air, let's grab back air. And Sabaca's just ready each and every time. He's not getting himself mixed up. Ooh. And that's the rock, paper, scissors that Sabaca just won.
And I'm not sure if that Hadouken was intentional or if Beek simply messed up his Shoryuken.
Oh, right.
That looked pretty much rather like that.
You're right. High percentage here. Yes. There's an Hadouken from the crowd. And there's an edge guard coming right up.
Beek
well
going through it with down B.
Yeah.
Shield is now really low, having to retreat to the corner, and the Nutriat gonna take it. A 2-star coming from Sabaca in this game too.
And that's of course that's one of the cool ways where you can see how experienced a player is. Sabaca knowing once he hit that shield breaker and put that shield so low, he did not that neutral air was not just like a landing option he would always pick. That was something where he knew, okay, for the next 5 seconds Beek is afraid to shield because it'll break. And knowing exactly how to shift his options in order to remain optimal in risk and reward is something that I think seasoned players do really well. Now we have a switch. Can you tell me why he switched? Since he's from your region, you might know better.
I think I'm not sure why he switches from Ryu to Ken. Sometimes it's a mystery to me why he does that, but sometimes it's just to him more of a comfort pick, I believe. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe he wants a stronger hit of the Tatsumaki from Ryu. I have no idea how that's going to happen. But
I think Tatsumaki from Ryu goes a little bit further, doesn't it?
I'm not sure, but maybe it does. Oh, and countering that. That was very well played by Sabaca, countering the Tatsumaki, stealing the first stock, and we're not even 1 minute into the game.
Wow, that was such a great punish. I think I understand that Beek wants to also have Shakunetsu Hadouken as a neutral tool, but I don't think that is the deciding factor for his switch here. Oh, nice confirm. Yeah, if you're playing against the Shoto, you should know that you can stop, especially you can stop Shakunetsu Hadouken by just hitting it with a jab. It's just one hit and then it's gone.
Very well aware by Sabaca that he needed to take that. Dive smash in the wrong direction. I'm not sure what happened there, if he expected Sabaca to roll.
I think that was an attempt at a Tatsumaki, true Tatsumaki input. I can't imagine that he would smash in that direction. Right,
he was not in any position to go for a read there, yes.
And there's so much pressure coming from Sabaca, it's almost like he's not playing a defensive character. And Beek, of course, parry, down tilt, Shoryuken. That's a nice confirm.
Just what he needs. And that's what he does best, you know, if you get in on his face and he gets a clean hit on you, then you're gonna be dead. Most likely.
72. That dolphin slash not helping Sabaca out there. But I think Sabaca's trying to use the platform a lot in order to deny the best combo starters. Because Ken has aerial combo starters very, like up air. I think that helps him very well. And here, with Ryu, you can get an up air on the platform, but it's not starting a combo. He lives. No edge guard, counter, not hitting.
Andrea, the up tilt, not gonna take it, of course.
Scary for both players.
Ooh, tries to the down B.
Okay.
Side B not gonna take the stock, but that's, yes, of course.
Yeah.
The end leg of Tatsumaki is simply too long, and Sabaca seeing that opportunity, and he's gonna take it, of course.
Yeah.
So it's 2-1 for Sabaca.
And that was definitely the kind of play where Beek would have focused attack if he wasn't in end lag. So very well reacted by Sabaca to cover that Tatsumaki there.
Let's see, and well, Beek keeps going with the Ryu.
Yeah, I think whatever his reason, if he sticks to the Ryu, sticks to his guns right now, that means that he has an elaborate reason. Or at least he feels like he has it. So that's something that I respect from people's secondaries. If it's not just like, okay, I messed this up, let me try with a different character. Because that would be the kind of point... Ooh, that would be the point where you would say, okay, I won with Ken, I lost with Ryu, time to go Ken. Beek, knowing that he wants to hit something here with Ryu, as some specific reason for him to keep going.
Parry going out
Let me talk about how awesome that parry looks from Ryu. That's his animation from Street Fighter Third Strike, and it looks so cool.
Parry animation is definitely a great thing to do, and Beek is also pretty good at parrying throughout this entire set. He got a lot of parries and a lot of hard punishes from it.
I think it's incredibly important when you're playing a Shoto, because how else are you going to get those hits when you're not already in, right?
Yes, but it also shows again that Beek knows his characters very well.
Oh, sick edge guard. No, that's it, is it?
No, it's not it, because he saved his jump. But is this gonna be it?
Yeah.
This is definitely gonna be it. Getting the Shoryuken hit in on Sabaca for some percents, but still, that's a stock for Beek.
Well saved on his jump though, but not going to be quite enough. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if up smash was the right option there. Not a big punish on that, but that's gonna get punished.
And just like that, we're almost back to even. Just a very small lead by Sabaca. Beek off stage, that's always such a scary situation for him.
And I like how Sabaca just goes for F throw. He would have combos out of down throw, possibly. But he just chooses to take Beek off stage and challenge him there. And it's very smart from him.
Hitting with the Hadouken.
Searching for an F tilt.
Comboing into the Tatsumaki. I'm not sure if that combo was true or not, if you just fall into the back hit of the Tatsumaki there.
I think it's very difficult to escape. I think you might have to upwards air dodge. Okay, strong down tilt hitting.
Oh, and just...
too far away.
Yeah.
Tech chase. Not tacking, Sabaca taking near 1. No flipper confirm. Oh, and I think this kind of scramble situation is something that Beek likes. I think this is something that he accepts, and that is good for him as. Oh, that's something you shouldn't parry, but he just did.
He just simply did it, a madman.
Expecting attack away. Okay. Okay, cool man, don't look at explosions, but he has no choice because he's Ryu. He can't turn away.
Yes, he just can't turn away from it. So now Beek's in the lead, having 23%, 34% on Sabaca. Parries the forwarder again.
Okay.
And the back hit of neutral air takes the stock from Beek. So we're back to last stock with a small lead for Beek still.
Oh, he parries it again. He's just not... I wonder how much that is on purpose and how much that is just like... As soon as he just parries it by accident... Maybe, if it is by accident, I would imagine to be like... Oh no.
I think a lot of this is... Actually, he intends...
He intends to parry something, right?
Well, and... Maybe he caught up that Sabaca almost always releases his neutral B as soon as Beek is close by. So he simply decides, well, I know your timing and I'm gonna parry it.
You're right. That's definitely something that I can see from Beek.
Oh, now Beek at the
He's
ledge
on
again.
a good way to bringing this to a game 5. One more good... Oh, hit!
And the
that is
back
it.
air, that's gonna take the game. So it's now 2-2. Beek versus Sabaca, and Beek being on his way for the next upset. Just one more game and he needs to take it. We'll just see if Sabaca will allow him to.
Who is this guy? I don't understand. He just comes from some corner of Bavaria into Unismash and destroys so many great players. He does the same here in Stuttgart, and that's the second time he does it here. I always, every time I think it's just a fad. Every time I think it's just matchup inexperience, and maybe this is where his journey might have a break. He just breaks it out, but he's back to the Ken.
Well, I'm not sure why, and we're back to Smashville again, so
What is the reasoning?
I have no idea.
Also picking 10 Ken? Sonnenstudio Ken?
So, again, it's a lead for Beek again, parrying the second hit of neutral air.
I think if Sabaca wants to win this one, he's gonna need to take it a whole lot slower in neutral. Just like that, because I think most of the adaptations that Beek has done is understanding when Sabaca wants to play aggressive and doing things that win against general aggression.
Ooh, and yep, the Shoryuki coming out again, sitting out the first stock, only sitting on 39%, looking much like game 1 here. And very early lead for Beek, and that's just what he wants in this game 5 situation.
But remember, while Ken has the explosion factor of his great combos, he also has the anti-factor of getting edgeguard. However, Beek is not off stage. He's still on stage, and Sabaca needs to put in work to get him there where he wants him.
And Beek also going in right now, having no intention to camp here, but right now Sabaca is hitting him back and forth for that. Stalling a little bit. Counter not hitting.
That's not it, Chief. That's not it, Chief.
No. Turning around, very good DI by Sabaca, surviving, and that's going to take it, and wow.
Okay, can Sabaca pull out the reverse free stock? It's unlikely seeing the way that the set went so far, and game 3 has been a complete show by Beek. Definitely waiting to appear on Yeet Smash or something without our consent.
Yeah. And wow, Beek still. It's very comfortable lead with all his free stocks. Now going deep, hitting him with the Shoryuken. And Sabaca just not finding the kill right now. And Beek is so evasive to Sabaca's edge guards.
Yeah, that's definitely the factor.
Ooh, and the Shoryuken is going to take it. No, Sabaca barely lives with 100%.
This gives Beek a lot of confidence. And that's how he's going to cash out, taking this game.
With a free stock. The free stock coming out from Beek in game 5, sending a message to all those who doubted him.
Okay, my friend. Okay, so what happened here was Beek and Sabaca